Are Koreans simply too good? Will Hero, the smiling assassin, ever get back to his old level? And why are the Olympics so popular if they're not even playing video games on computers? All of these questions will be answered in today's episode of StarCraft Today.
StarCraft Today.
Your favorite StarCraft news show.
Last week the GSL finished up their final part of the round of 8. Dark versus Rogue as the first match, and what a banger of a series that was. Sure, it wasn't the highest level series, lots of mistakes were made, but dang boy, it was entertaining. Game number 5 especially, an absolute beauty, starting with what seemed to be a build order win for Dark, turned into an attack that hit so extremely late that Rogue could have just held it had he only walled. Rogue deciding that he didn't need the wall because the attack hit so late, then basically died against the all-in and tried for, I think it was 10-12 minutes to get back into the game. An absolute beauty of a game, the entire series, extremely entertaining, high-level ZVZ, can be very good. Then the final best of 5 in the round of 8 was Parting versus Sound. Parting got up real fast. Within 15 minutes he was up 2-0. Sound was struggling. He wasn't in the series quite how he wanted to be, but he managed to get back into it. 2-2 and even getting a massive lead in game number 5. However, with some of Parting's miraculous micro, he managed to take it back and get himself once again to the GSL round of 4. Very big performance for the Korean Protoss player who had been out of StarCraft 2 for a little bit, but ever since his return has been performing extremely well. We also saw the shortest best of 7 of all time in the GSL Semifinals, Trap versus Bunny, a mere 27 minutes of gameplay, resulting in a very fast 4-0 in favor of Trap. Bunny not looking at his hottest, but also getting a little bit unlucky in every single coin flip that he did execute. I mean, he plays a little bit risky and maybe sometimes greedy, sometimes overly aggressive, but every single time Bunny went for a coin flip in this matchup, it just did not quite work out. Trap got a little bit lucky, but he also played so solid, so strong, and Trap is looking very, very good to perhaps win another tournament. This week's game of the week is going to be Rogue versus Dark, game number 1. This is the first time ever that the game of the week is actually 2 games, because game number 1 in Rogue versus Dark ended up in a draw. After a 12-pool drone pool that Dark went for, the game ended in a draw as both players could not find a proper way to end the game in their favor without giving up all of their units basically, and thus losing. Dark then decided, you know what? At least I got a draw in the first game. Let me just try the 12-pool drone pool again. He went for the exact same build order the second game. Extremely cheesy. Rogue made a small defensive error. Actually ends up losing the second game of the first game. And in my opinion, this is absolute top. The balls that Dark has to go for the same strategy twice in a row. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Game of the week, game of the month. If it was on me, game of the freaking century. Because you got 2 games in 1 game, my friend. And that's impressive. This week's Zoom In, we're going to have a quick look at the performance of Hero in the last few tournaments. Hero, recently returning from the army, immediately shot up on the ladder up to like 6-8, 6-7 MMR on Korea, which is very impressive. And we've been following his performance a little bit, and he's been doing well, but he hasn't been showing consistently good games or consistent good results. He took out Cure and Hero Marine in this week's ESL Open Cups, but then he loses to Goblin straight afterwards. So is he really in the top shape? I'm not quite sure, but if there is a chance that we get to see the Hero again, that used to win IEMs, that always was a tournament win contender for every tournament he attended, then I'm all here for it, guys. And please, Hero, if you're watching, get back to your old shape. This week's EPT Cups were a Korean party, as a lot of Koreans decided to play the European and American Cups, and not a whole lot of foreigners decided to go for that Korean one. The Korean Cup got won by Parting, who took out Zest in the finals. Parting had a nice little road up to that as well, taking out Kivian, Percival, Hero, DRG, and then obviously to end it off, Zest as well. Now this was the cup in which Hero beat Cure, which I thought was a really cute result, and I did kind of want to stress it. And we also saw Rex take out Max Packs, which in my eyes also was a little bit of an upset. Rex, a Taiwanese Zerg that hasn't really shown a lot of top performances yet, even in his region. So him taking out Max Packs kind of is a big thing. Moving on to Europe, we saw Cure entering the fray once again and actually getting his first ever win on Europe. Taking out Sol in the finals, who took out Mana, who took out Showtime and Clem. Impressive run out of Mana, of course. Cure in his own semifinals took out MaxPax 3-2, took out Uthermal and Strange before that as well. Another quick little upset here perhaps was MaxPax 2-0ing Zest. Now, of course, it's on the European server, but nonetheless, it still is very impressive. In the American Cup, we saw Gumiho sign up, but that really was the most impressive thing that he did in that cup, as he immediately lost to Trust 0-2. Trust then lost to Clem. Clem went all the way up to the finals. But once again, a Protoss was slightly too strong for him, as Zest took him out 3-1. We did also see Vanya taking out MaxPax, so MaxPax falling to 2 Zergs on the same day in different cups. A little bit sad for MaxPax, who used to have very good PvZ, but right now seems to be struggling at least a little bit. Zest also taking out Cure in the semifinals in this cup. So Cure not making it a double once again. This is the first week since 3 weeks where Cure only wins a single EPT cup. This guy is completely washed up, if you know, just kidding. Zest then went on to destroy Clem in the finals in a fairly one-sided series, might I add. So congratulations to Zest, Parting, and Cure for winning the cups this week. And yeah, Korean party. Foreigners, step it up. What are we doing, guys? Holy crap. Get it together. This week's clip of the week got sent in to us by a huge fan of the show. He's called Maru, and he has insane multitasking. A pretty calm week coming up. We only have the GSL Semifinals Dark versus Parting that I'm really looking forward to. I personally believe that Dark is going to win that 4-2. If you have a different opinion, a different score, or if you believe that Parting is going to 4-0 Dark, be sure to leave it in the comments down below. And all the wrong people I will make fun of next week on this episode. StarCraft Today. That's going to be it for now. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. And we'll see you all next time for a new video. Bye bye.